Hey Crunches, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast.
Hi.
It's me, Nate Beasy for Sheezy.
And it's me, Pantali for Pantality.
The mentality.
Oh, fuck. What?
Yeah, the
Sorry.
mentality.
I just dropped the F-bomb already.
I know, first thing on the podcast. If you didn't already know, this podcast is explicit because you never know what's going to come out of that guy's mouth.
Oh, I know, right? I know my parents are going to be watching this for sure at some point.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait
whatever.
until we have to
It doesn't matter.
the Academy for it later.
They should.
Okay, so welcome back to the podcast, everybody. We hopefully had you come back from the second one.
Yeah.
Or from the first one. That would be great for the second one.
You probably noticed the microphone improvement in Nate's microphone.
Yeah, Panda was just a deer and bought me this lovely orb that's sitting in front of me.
Yes. I got it from Target, and their shipping was a little rough. You know,
it was. Anyway,
I'll just explain
that was
real
a
quick.
Good burp.
I know. Just real quick. Basically, I ordered it on like Friday, and it was supposed to. They said it was going to get here on the 4th, but today's the 3rd, so they did deliver earlier. But they kept saying it was going to get here earlier, but it never did. So they kept delaying it, but it was always in Portland, and it was dumb.
I found out why, though. Here's the deal.
Oh?
The original address that Target put on the shipping was a facility that was not my house.
Really?
So ultimately, the package got delivered to a facility and then got delivered from that facility to my house.
Oh.
There was like a third party. Anyway, it was a bunch of nonsense, but now it's here and we can do the podcast. So hi everybody.
Hi everyone. We got we have an outline today. That's good.
Yeah, the beginning of this podcast is still a hot mess, but we're really hoping to give you some good quality content today.
Yes.
We hope you had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, how was your Christmas, Panda?
So my Christmas was fantastic. It was so great. I enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it because it was very,
10 out of 10.
It was great. I'm not. It might be it may just be the best Christmas, not because of presents or anything, just because of the experience and afterwards, like the day after.
Amazing.
Like it was literally just like hanging out, and we just like binge watched Breaking Bad, and the next day we went bowling. The next day we went to Denny's and ate there and then
Grand Slam.
I know. We did. We got the Grand Slam. We got the All-American Grand Slam.
It's the best.
It's the greatest. But
if you go there and get anything else, you're not American.
I got to tell you though, the waitress there, I can understand why she would be a little pissed off, I guess, because she had to work on Christmas and the day after. So I understand that. But
gosh.
So she was like, my brother wanted more orange juice, and he was like, "Hey, could you get some more orange juice? Could I get a refill on this?" And she was like, "Well, that orange juice costs money, And she was like, she gave us a very passive aggressive attitude about it. Like, this orange juice isn't cheap. So just letting you know. And anyway,
Oh my gosh.
my uncle just gave her the longest stare.
That sounds like the saddest interaction.
It was a really sad Denny's, really. And she was like the only waitress.
Is there such thing as like a happy Denny's?
I don't think so.
I don't go to Denny's to be happy.
Yeah, there's like one cook in there and one waitress. It was not good.
Yeah, no, I go to Denny's if I'm like hungover.
Then we went bowling, and then we went to Chili's, and it was my first experience at Chili's, which was
Chili's.
It was pretty great.
Baby back ribs.
Do they have? Oh, I guess they do have baby back ribs, but
yes, the whole.
That's not the deal, though. That's
the whole jingle.
Baby
back ribs.
Baby back. Anyway.
Yeah, barbecue sauce.
Yeah, so that was a very cut down version of my Christmas. What I didn't really explain what actually happened on Christmas.
Please.
But like, Christmas is okay. the early day, is all right. I got great presents. I don't want to like
good for you
brag. Like that was nice.
Mean, brag away. It's Christmas.
It was great. Yeah.
My Christmas, man. The last 5 years have been really rough. So, like, if you guys don't know, which I'm sure most of you don't, my brother has paranoid schizophrenia, and my younger brother is just a basket case. Yeah. And so we have a hard time getting the whole family together to celebrate holidays. And this year, my grandparents that live in Oregon were down at the beach, and my grandpa took a fall and had to actually I think he's still there, is at a rehabilitation center, hospital sort of get up.
Yeah.
And we had to have Christmas there because they couldn't go home. And so despite the scenic change and the ridiculous amount of energy that it takes to get my family together into a room for 2 hours, we had a really good Christmas too. And, it wasn't about the gifts, and it wasn't about the food or, even the scenery, but the family being together. That's really what it was all about this year. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say I had a 10 out of 10 year, but I definitely had a good year compared to the last couple of years. So
yeah,
and I'm thankful for it. So
it was a very unique Christmas for me, I will say, because it was so like grown. I'm a teenager.
Yeah,
I'm 16, and it's like I'm in that phase of where Christmas is really the whole point of Christmas, and like what it meant is all changing. Like you're going from like childhood Christmases to like to adult Christmas. Yeah, and it's very different. And it's like I'm still in that. It's what like I enjoy adult Christmas. It's not that much different.
Adult Christmas is a great change, but like I completely understand what you're saying, because like now that I'm 27, Christmas means a completely different thing than it meant to me when I was 16. Like when I was 16, it was like, what present am I getting?
Yeah.
Like
cash, money.
Yeah, did my grandparents pick up the hints this year that I was giving?
I bet.
And
Gramps didn't get me any money this year.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, when I was 16, like, my family was all still alive. Like, now that I think about it, like, when I was 16, my dad was still here, and both of my grandparents were still here, and, like, they're not here anymore. So, like, we've had to make do with who and what we have. So,
yeah, totally.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry. I hope everyone had a great Christmas.
Me too. And I know that you guys...
Whatever you celebrate.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
Speaking of different stuff. Okay, so I know we've been talking about this, this last week. Like, the craziness that is the gap between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Now, I know if you're like me...
Sorry. That's like the gap. That's like how long the gap lasts. Is that burp.
The gap is. This is a burp supporting zone, I'm telling you.
But go off.
The gap is... It's like this twilight zone of you go into the 26th, and by the 28th, you don't know what the day is whatsoever. You lose... all track of time.
You're usually, most people are on break at that time, and it's like
absolutely,
and that also throws you off, because like, what? No school, no work or whatever. Yeah. Some people have to work. It's like,
I had to work.
What universe am I in? And for a while I was just like, and it wasn't even for the meme. I just literally didn't know what day it was.
Like, you have to consult Siri to figure out what day it is.
Yeah, and I was like, I just want this to be over. I want and 2019, I'm not exactly a fan. I just want 2020 to get here because I'm sick of these like uneven numbers.
You're very a very even guy.
Like 2010, great year for me. I was like 7.
Oh my god.
I was thriving at that point.
I was thriving.
That was my peak, and I will never
forget
2010. And 2010 was a great time. But anyway, yeah, the gap in between that time. What do you think about it? I kind of interrupted you.
The thing is, the gap I don't have an issue with. It's the fact that
kind of just the experience.
There's no organization whatsoever. Like, it's like you had so much fun Christmas morning with the family. You have all of this classic holiday food, and then you go into your food coma because you're like, oh, the turkey and the potatoes and the stuffing. You like unbutton, lay down, take a nap. You wake up, your family left, and then you're like, what just happened?
It's
like
it's a sickening time, really.
Yeah, it's like you became a Christmas frat bro. Like you woke up from your stupor and you're like, where's Nana? Like, I don't understand what happened. Like, and you're like, and then the Christmas New Year's fairy descends and she's like, you've entered the timeless zone.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not ready for this. And she's like, none of us are, but I will take you through. And then by the 28th, you're just like, can't this just end? Seriously, it's the worst.
It's actually so bad. And it's like,
well, and here's the other thing. I got the stomach flu on the 30th.
Yeah.
And so on the 31st,
shit got hard.
Well, here's the deal. Shit got anything but hard.
Oh my god.
Anyway, some poop humor for you guys. But it like on the 31st, I almost missed the ball drop because I was so out of it. I was like,
oh fuck,
what?
I just sprayed so much orange juice.
Oh my god.
I thought your ball drop was.
I just want to remind our audience that you elected to listen to this. You decided I'm going to sit down and listen to Cronchable, and I'm going to see if this podcast gets any better. And let me tell you,
I thought the ball drop was like a metaphor for something. Like
no, the New Year's ball drop.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, man.
My mic is covered.
I'm disgusted.
Sorry, I got. All right, go on though.
We need to edit all of this out.
No.
Anyway,
keep it real.
It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm as you can hear, I'm kind of nasally, and I'm like snorting all the way through this freaking podcast. But I'm getting better, and my doctor was like, yeah, once you're out of the incubation period, like you're no longer what's that word? Why am I blanking? I can't pass it on to anybody now.
Yeah, you're congested?
No, I know I'm congested.
Yes. You're congested. But anyway,
what's that word?
Contract.
Anyway, we'll put it in later in post-production.
Yes.
Just like me yelling it right here.
Or like a robot saying it. Yeah, that'll sound great.
Great. This is perfect.
All right, awesome. Did you want to add anything to that? So your New Year's was kind of thrown off, though. Your New Year's Eve.
Yeah, with this cold, I had to take the 31st off, and then New Year's Day the bank is closed, and then I had Wednesday off as my day off already, so I was off like 3 days in a row from work, and I'm just like, God help me, I need to get out of bed.
I need my meds.
I need some kind of meds.
I need some meds, bruh.
And like working at Walgreens for 5 years, I know exactly what kind of meds I want.
3 claps for Nate working at Walgreens for 3 years.
Good stuff.
I tried to bring that back.
It was 5 years.
5 years? Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say, 3?
No, I said 5.
Oh, I'm such a stupid
Such a stupid Anyway, we should move on. So,
oh my god.
Basically, I would like I'm not good at these. What are segues anymore? Are we even attempting to have a segue, or are we just cutting right into it?
Hey, I had a decent segue into the gap between the 25th.
Well, here's the thing. Well, yeah, you did, but I'll just pretend like we were talking about the gap between Christmas. So the gap between Christmas, right? Pretty awkward. You know what else is pretty awkward? The awkward phase of my hair growth. Oh. So here we are. I've brought us there. That's our segue. That's the bridge we've just crossed. Thank you. So yeah, my hair, and why it's affecting my channel. So you might have noticed in my last video. As of right now, my last video was like that's gonna change. My last video was the GameStop video, and I was clothed quite well, I must say, and. If you
were wrapped up.
I was clothed and I was trying very hard to cover my hair because my hair is a hot piece of honey mess. And yeah, here's what happened. So like you got a good style, and then something happened. Something happened real bad. I'll tell you what happened. So I got my hair cut, and I shouldn't have gotten the sides cut to the length that they are. Well, here's why. It just doesn't, on camera to me, my hair just looks weird and my head just looks like it's too wide. And I get self-conscious about these things, and that's why I always cancel these videos, because it's like my hair looks like ass, so I'm not gonna upload it or edit it. So anyway, it's really not that big of a deal, but it's not that deep of a thing for me, so it doesn't really affect. I just bleh. Anyway, my hair. I'm trying really hard to make this work. I just want my side hair to grow back a little bit, and we'll be good for a little bit. But yeah, my original intent was to grow out my top hair to get a man bun, and
oh no,
man buns, they don't look fantastic on me. Mm-hmm. So that was like thrown out the window. But hey, long hair still kind of looks good, so you can make that work. So I've been trying to get that to work, but lately it's just not working.
So that's why Panda hasn't uploaded a bunch.
Yes, my hair is just
his
gross.
hair is ass.
And
but I mean, looking back at 2018, we've had some really good haircuts, though.
I mean, did we?
I thought you did.
You did? You think I had a good haircut back then?
Yeah.
I had an okay haircut.
If you look at my Facebook, I had some pretty good hairdos.
Well, yeah, I did have an okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
my haircut's like 60% of my personality, so.
Oh, absolutely. Same for me.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge deal.
Huge deal. And.
Huge deal.
For me, yeah, my hair is my everything. And my channel, my hair was fine. My hair was at a really good length for a while, and it was totally workable. You could work it however you want it. I was confident on camera, and then everything just went downhill. That's why I'm not uploading.
Confident, though. I mean,
confident. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Confidence. Who heard her?
Who you calling confident?
Who you calling confident?
I'd hope that you're calling me confident.
You are pretty confident.
Thanks.
Anyway,
we
should look back on it 2018 some more. Looking
back at 2018, what kind of letter grade would you give 2018?
That's what.
That's a good question. Right?
It's a good question. I keep phrasing it as like the blueprint, the blueprint year of like the setting, like the bare bones plans of what I'm going to be doing in 2019. Not that because I'm not a season of your favorite Netflix series. I'm so relatable. Ha!
Bird Box.
Bird Box, yes.
Yeah.
Our favorite 2009 movie.
2019?
9.
2000. Oh.
See, I did a joke. But
name that Vine video.
Nate, what was 2018 to you?
I do that.
What was 2018 to you? I know you kind of like figured out BTS, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
You were.
I am so deep in the BTS.
Mm-hmm.
It just like it. Oh my god!
Tell us.
It's like when you're drinking hot chocolate.
Okay.
And you get to the bottom.
Oh.
And you find all of that like really rich chocolatey goodness that you didn't have in the rest of the drink. That's BTS. And
I don't know if I would.
And you don't have to. I'm the stan. It's okay.
But okay.
Yeah, you don't have to be a stan. I'll stand for both of us.
I am okay.
But you're not a stan.
I'm not a stan because I don't exactly know all of their names.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I laugh at you because I love you. But but I know all their names. Anywho. Yes. BTS has definitely been a late game changer for 2018. I think I maybe found out about them in October. So
I think so.
But anyway, I've just been like deep diving into their discography. I really like their music, their lyrics, their visuals, and
once so Nate was trying to get me into like BTS during November, like early November, very early November. I think it was actually on the 5th, to be exact.
Oh yeah. It was good stuff.
He got me into BTS one night, very late night. I was on my phone, laying in my bed, actually. Sorry, I don't know why I'm giving so much detail.
You're just such a storyteller. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got me you showed me the music video, Dope.
No, but before I showed you Dope, I unsuccessfully showed you other music videos, and you're like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I guess that I can
vibe with this kind of.
You can vibe with it. We vibed.
We
did vibe
a little bit, but then we really vibed.
But then I was like, if Panda is anything like me, and he kind of is, I was like, he'll really appreciate the musicality and the choreography and the personality of BTS's music video Dope. So I was like, okay, this is the video that's going to turn him, because it turned me. And I was like, I can't listen to a band that like sings in Korean. Like, that's just going to be too distracting.
That's what I thought.
And like, why do I need to obsess over one more thing when I already have so many things that I obsess over?
Like taxes.
Like taxes. And so I was like, Panda, you have to see this video. And we plopped it onto the video share, and by golly, we got him through, folks.
Yeah.
Army, we got another one.
We got him fresh, young, 16-year-old boy. At the time, 16.
Many years of standing ahead of him if he chooses to do so. But like, anyway,
I screamed. You saw that I audibly screamed inside. Like,
you
my
screamed,
mouth.
and then I screamed, and then
when whoever that person was hit the dab at that.
Oh, it was Jimin.
Yeah,
when
Jimin
hits that dab. He's like, dab.
When Jimin did that, I was so taken away.
I I was transported.
Yes, I was literally kidnapped from my home and taken to the BTS headquarters of Army. And they're like, "You're in, boy."
He's like, "Welcome to BTS."
He hits you with that dab, and it's just like a trance. Dab. You're in it.
Seriously.
It's like
to win it.
It's crazy, man.
And then the RM rap
doesn't make any sense. Sorry, that's a really bad Instagram joke.
I mean, I will allow it. Okay, I'll allow it. But yeah, that's a big look back on 2018 for me. We'll probably do a BTS episode in the future. I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. Really would.
Yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure that like our listeners may not be interested, but like we'll do it anyway.
Henny,
you better prepare.
I've been trying to like get more of my friends into it. Like, I'm not going to name drop
through the episode. We'll do it through the episode.
Yes,
we'll like we'll put together a very well crafted episode to not only convince our friends that BTS is worth the time and commitment,
but to also get our podcast taken down by copyright issues.
So many copyright issues.
I feel like if I ever showed like 1 second of a BTS song, you'd just be like, "You're done. You're sent to jail."
You hear it wind up. It's like, "Dot out," and then it's like, "Oh, you're off.
You're fucked."
Big hits like music and artists for money.
That's it.
Yeah, no, they're for healing.
Yes, I thought that was, and I laughed whenever I saw Big Hit at first. Everyone does.
That's a big boom.
That's a big boom. If Alan's watching this right now, he probably did that too.
Exactly. Hi, Panda.
Hi.
How you doing?
Why are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you because we need to get back on track.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I love you. So, we were looking back at 2018. For me, big one was BTS. For you, big what?
What happened in 2018 for me? Like, probably just YouTube-related things, getting my learner's permit.
Oh my gosh, you're driving.
Yeah, I'm going to be officially driving in, I think it's April.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to be actually able to drive alone by myself.
And it's a great time too in the spring.
Yeah. Right before Easter, I think.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jeebus.
Yep, baby Jesus.
So yeah, not really too much happened other than that, and print bullshit. Anyway,
well, let's talk about your content though. The content on your channel has grown. I for one find it ridiculously hilarious.
Well, thank you. That means a lot.
Every time you slap or sit down and it makes a big noise,
boom.
I just think that's so freaking funny.
I'm just such
it's just like
oh my god. Yes.
I just love that. I'm telling you, your editing, it touches my soul and warms my heart.
That's what it's all about, folks.
Yeah, really.
Grimace
Tim, Spooky Tim.
Yeah, I Spooky Tim really was a big part of my channel this year.
What was that episode about Rachel? That one was really funny.
Well, yeah, that was actually like
that was the start of all of it.
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, no, the first one was
it was fluting something. It was something about fluting, and I've since taken it down because it's horrible. But it was the first.
I thought it was funny.
It was just, in my opinion, I don't know. I look into.
I understand.
But it's like I took it down because it was like so boring in my mind because of there not being music. And that drive me crazy. But speaking of things that drive me crazy,
the growth is like visible in the content.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the wardrobe change toward, cardigan.
Oh, I know. That's like a staple.
It works for you. It's like your Mr. Rogers kind of thing.
I know. I just have. Yeah. It's always a cardigan, but it's a different color every time. Well, not.
Yeah,
I'm switching between like black white and red. So yeah,
just beautiful. Loving it.
Beautiful. My channel is evolving. Thank God.
So
how did we met? How did we meet?
Oh wow, that was a great segue. I just want to commend you for that. Yeah. So on the docket, next on the docket is how we met.
How we met. Oh,
and I guess we can kind of talk about. I guess we can kind of talk about also why we started the podcast.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So we met back this last year.
Yeah. 2018.
April?
I don't know.
April.
I think maybe. Probably
or
so.
May.
I was definitely going through driving school at that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it may have been April or May.
Mm-hmm.
We're both part of mutual Discord servers.
Yes.
And originally, I guess I should take it all the way back. Like, the reason that I'm on Discord and met you was because of Alan Vaughn. And
yes,
I remember him messaging me, and he's like, hey, remember how, like, back in the old days, which is for us is like 2010, 2011, we used to, like, get online and chat with followers on Tumblr. And I was like, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like, you know, I miss that kind of stuff. And he's like, well, maybe you should join this Discord server. And I was like, you know, what the hell is Discord? I've never heard of it. He's like, well, you know, it started with gamers, and now it's like, you know, for communities online. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I originally joined the Squirtle Cord with Joey and Drew and Abby,
the whole gang,
and Liz, the whole crew,
the works,
and I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I'm enjoying the energy and the community here. Everybody's super nice. You know what's interesting? Go ahead.
Yeah, what's interesting is that we were both really, in a sense, we were both coming back to that community. It was kind of weird. So yeah. I was like, I was in the community. I was like thick into it for a while. Then I kind of got out, and then I was starting to get back into it. And you know, I was seeing that people were like talking more, so I was getting into it. And then I noticed you're around. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and so like we were both on the Squirtle Cord, and we I think you were one of the first people that I met there.
Really?
Yeah, Alan introduced me to, of course, all of his really good friends on Discord first, and I met Hawk first, and kind of met.
So interesting.
I actually really met all of them through Brandon Friesen's YouTube channel, and that was my first exposure to Discord, and then it just seemed that there was like a group of people on Squirtle Cord that like we really gravitated towards.
We vibed.
And that is the gift that keeps on giving.
I swear, I know.
God bless. Shout out to Weston.
I know. Yes.
But it was me and Alan and Hawk, and then we started to really. I mean, we brought in you because you were in with Hawk. And who else was kind of in? Like, of course, Lucas was part of the Squirtle Cord too, and Lucas was friends with Aiden, and so Aiden was really active as well. And
I actually didn't know Hawk at the time of I knew of him, but I never really talked with him. And
really. Yeah,
I really never talked with him too much.
Wow.
I only talked with Alan and the rest of the Squirt Cord. Hawk didn't really come on the Squirtle Cord too much before.
I mean, he's a wise man.
Damn.
I'm not dissing Squirtle Cord.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying he's wise that he is very choosy about when he talks. Like, wise people talk little and think a lot. So,
well, then I'm wise.
That's what I did.
Anyway,
I mean, I wouldn't have bet on Squirtle Court if I didn't like the people. I love everybody on there.
Yeah,
exactly. I just feel really bad nowadays because I'll go on and I'll be like, "Hey," and then I won't get a "hey" back until 5 hours later.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's kind of inactive.
It's kind of dead.
Yeah, a little
but
bit.
All of our friends are there, and so we stay.
We all of our friends are there since then. Well, basically, I was kind of joining back and starting to play Fortnite with because I saw that Alan was playing Fortnite and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll hop on, play some Fortnite with the boys.
Yeah, I remember. That's one of the first places that I actually met you.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I always saw that you were in the matches, and I was kind of I didn't really know exactly who you were, but I just knew that you were that guy who always accidentally shot. So
oh yeah, because I played on mobile a lot. Yeah,
and
that was before I had Fortnite on my PS4.
Yeah, it was great times.
Great times. Yeah, I remember there was the one memorable moment where we were in squads. Mm-hmm. And it was just you left, and you just squatted in that little house on the river. And
I remember that.
Yeah, and we were just yep, Panda's that guy that hangs out in the house after everybody's dead. He's the camper, and it's a good strategy. I mean,
works every goddamn time.
It works every time.
So yeah, we met kind of through Fortnite, but not really.
Yeah.
We bonded through Fortnite, and then one night we just started. One night, everyone left, and it was just us, and we started talking for 2 hours, I think.
Wow, it was like camp.
Yeah, it was so interesting.
Yeah,
that was so interesting. We vibed.
We vibed, and now we have a podcast.
I know we vibed so much that 5 months later we made a podcast. Who would have thought?
Loving it. I'm loving it every step of the way.
Every step of the way. Yeah.
Yes.
And now we know each other's addresses as well.
Well,
actually, I don't know if you know my address, but
yeah. Well, almost everybody on the podcast found out where you lived last time.
Oh my god.
I would love to apologize at this point for doxing my good friend.
That's literally
I'm glad that we were able to bleep it out.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna
end of the episode.
Well, I was about to say someone could edit the beep so it uncovers what you said, but I cut I cut it out so the beep was replacing the audio thing itself. So anyway, that's just unneeded information.
The behind the scenes
unneeded intel.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, how come this part of the podcast is so much better than the beginning? I don't fucking know. This part's so organized. We did so good.
Yeah, we're having some rough times with the podcast. We'll figure it out, though.
You know what, though? Here's the deal. And this is a little bit of a sidetrack. So yes. I listened to this BTS Stan podcast, right?
Uh-huh.
And they just did their 50th episode just a couple of days ago, which is kind of weird because it's also the end of the year.
Yeah.
And they were reflecting back on the last 50 episodes that they recorded, and they were like, you know what? We had so many issues back at the beginning that we hate to go back and listen, but now that we are where we are, it's not a big deal. And I'm thinking about that right now. You know what? We'll look back and be like, oh my god, what the heck? But,
totally.
I do it with my content. In the future. We'll exist in the future and be like, you know what? Our podcast has really grown and we're doing really good.
Exactly.
So I'm not worried.
I do that.
I do that.
Yeah, but yeah, anyway, I know how you feel, and absolutely. We'll just grow. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But growing and moving forward, there's a lot of things that we have to learn, and especially you, I know that you really want to find something new with your YouTube channel.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I know that going forward, we've talked about what you want to do with your channel now. What kind of ideas have you had for 2019 for your YouTube channel?
For me, I would I mean, like, it's kind of just mastering my work. That sounds so fucking cocky. Yeah, that was basically it, though. I just want to, like, get better at what I'm doing. I don't really
pursuing perfection.
No, but yeah, I just want to grow. I'm not going to turn into a should I turn this into a very explicit podcast? No.
No. A steaming pile of dog dude.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I'm helping you choose good words.
I thank you. This is a podcast that I would not be able to run without you.
Oh.
But
don't
my channel things. You know it. But yeah, this hopefully this podcast will become something. You know, cronchable.
I know it will. It will eventually.
It absolutely will. But anyway, our channels are gonna blow up. You know it.
Yes.
That's what everyone says.
I mean, yeah.
And
everybody liked
fails.
the last episode, is what they said. I think they just
the second episode always sucks, and then you go on to the third episode, and it's better.
The sophomore effort is always the worst.
That's just how it is, and that's just how it is. Anyway,
yeah.
What are your plans? If I may ask.
Well, you know me, I'm not too much of a YouTuber. I mean, my YouTube from 2009 until maybe 2016 served purely as a utility of my education. I only had like project videos and like really crappy attempts at entertainment uploaded to it. Yeah. And now many videos there are like purely unlisted.
Yes. That's...
I don't know. I want to kind of... I wish that I could work up the bravery to post some like music covers.
Yeah.
And not really to like gain viewership or popularity or anything like that, but just to like say this is what I've got.
Oh, I know. It's so.
I mean, you've listened to my covers.
Yeah, your voice is great. It's really good.
I've really I've done a lot of that. You know, the Smooly app and that sort of thing, just to mess around a little bit, and I like it, and I know that I have a decent voice, so I want to step it up, do something with a little bit more professionalism involved. Yeah. And we'll see if that goes forward. But outside of YouTube, I really want this podcast to do well. And I know that it will once we really kind of get our sea legs about it. And I knew you were going to laugh at that.
I think every episode we're going to be like, this podcast is going to be great once we just get our shit together. And it just never happens.
It's like our shit's never gotten together. It's still all over the floor.
50 episodes
I still haven't picked my crap up.
It's so ass. Anyway. That's the beauty of it, folks.
Yeah.
That's what's cronchable.
That's the cronchable thing in this episode. Is like
we're just
you don't have to be perfect in order to make something of beauty.
Sure.
That's going to be the moral of this podcast today.
Yes, absolutely. So
yeah.
What time are we at?
We're at 46 minutes.
Wait, what?
We're at 46 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I know.
Okay. I know. Sorry.
We talked about everything on the docket.
We did. We went down the list. We sure did.
We should already be proud of ourselves. Did anybody listen to the whole thing? If you're still listening to this podcast, like 3 claps to you.
For you.
Like, you know, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, wow.
Wow. I mean, I think both of us had a point in this podcast. Both of us started to realize, wow, shit's really hitting the fan here.
But you know what? When we found out that shit was hitting the fan,
We're getting through it.
we really whipped that fan around and did a 180.
Yeah, well, now we're just like spraying our shit onto the viewers.
No, we're spraying our shit onto the lawn,
Okay,
which is
yeah,
our
okay,
podcast. We're nurturing our podcast.
With shit?
Manure. That's what you do to a pan.
Okay.
Oh, God, just go.
Yes. We gotta go.
Along with my analogy.
I'm sorry.
Please.
It's
my
like the
God.
ball dropping analogy. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
making me spill my juice.
Speaking of the new year,
Oh.
I think I know how I want to close this podcast.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna sing "Auld Lang Syne."
Oh my god. Another cover. Here we go. This every cover every podcast we're getting a cover. Why am we're reversing it?
Ready? You ready?
Go.
Should old acquaintance be forgot, and I don't know all the words, but this song's about throwing the past away, 'cause it's 2019.
All right.